ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Week number 5 as the Buckhorns of Wallenpaupak travel to Hazleton to take on the hometown Cougars of Hazleton area. You are looking live at Harmon Geist Stadium, home of the Hazleton area Cougars. We thank you for joining us tonight for continuing coverage of high school football here on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns on the stats. And we've got a matchup here between the Buckhorns and Cougars, and here come the Cougars! Joe, a matchup between Wallenpaupak and Hazleton area. The Buckhorns getting their first win of the year last week against Honesdale. Hazleton area 0-4, and very tough start to the schedule. Not only do you have 3 of your first 4 on the road, but when you're talking about playing quality teams such as Berwick, Wyoming Valley West, Williamsport, and last Saturday afternoon at the Pit at Abington Heights.
And you're looking at 4 teams there have about 12 wins. So obviously Hazleton area started with, as you had mentioned, 4 quality teams. One of the things about Wallenpaupak, they played North Pocono, who's a pretty good football team, very close. This ought to be an interesting matchup. I know Coach Brennan's been disappointed in himself more than anything else, but I also know that he's working them hard, looking for that first win. Wallenpaupak 1-3 has that win. Let's see what if they can build on that tonight.
And across the way in the visitors' locker room, the white-clad Buckhorns of Wallenpaupak getting set for tonight's matchup against Hazleton area. The second of 4 straight games for Hazleton area against Lackawanna League teams. They still have Delaware Valley and Scranton to go in the next 2 weeks. And here come the Buckhorns. As we mentioned, Wallenpaupak coming off a big victory last week at home against Honesdale. And Hazleton area, the injury bug has hit. And we look down on the sidelines. Zach Fuchik will not be playing tonight. He's in street clothes, as is Matt Sutton. So when we get to each side of the ball starters, we're going to see some different players in there for Hazleton area, and we'll see how they adjust.
I think one of the things when you look at Hazleton area, they have to, number one, keep number of turnovers down or to 0. Can't afford to turn the ball over, especially when you're struggling a little bit. Number 2, play strong defense and prevent third and whatever to convert it. That's going to be big tonight. So look at the co-captains going to the center of the field.
And they're going to meet with referee Patrick Wills. And we'll send it down for tonight's coin toss.
Marty, the other thing we haven't talked about, which is a pretty much given, you have your special teams factored in. Snap on punts, snap on extra points, field goals, coverage teams. So when we look at all of that, if you do those things well, 4 or 5 things I've mentioned, a great percentage of the time you're going to win your football game. But if you struggle in those areas, you're going to struggle when it comes to the scoreboard.
Not a surprise, Hazleton area won the toss. They want the football. And as I said, not a surprise, Joe. I think we pretty much know what Coach Brennan wants to do right off the bat. He wants to establish the run, particularly with Adrian Otero. Mentioned the referee is Patrick Wills. His umpire tonight is Jim Trusky. Bill Ermish is the linesman. Doug Gwinnett is the line judge. Ed Gallagher, the field judge. Tim McCanich is tonight's side judge. Lehigh Valley Health Network is pleased to be the official sponsor of WYLN's Game of the Week. Best of luck to tonight's teams from Lehigh Valley Health Network. And when Wallenpaupak gets the ball, I'm sure we'll talk about quite a bit. Quarterback and their 3 tailbacks that they use, all sophomores. So very interesting approach by head coach Mark Wagner, and fully entrusting those young men as sophomores to basically control the offense in the skill positions.
The other thing is, Marty, the Wallenpaupak has some size up front. 323, 218, 278. So it'll be interesting to see how that translates into Wallenpaupak able to control the football, whether it be on the ground or short passes, as we are ready for the kickoff.
Back deep for Hazleton area, waiting the kick. Number 23, Damon Horton. Number 36, Caleb Yonner. Getting set to kick it away. Number 48, Zach Maldacker for Wallenpaupak. They're in the white. Going from left to right on your screen. Week number 5 is underway. And this will take Horton all the way to his 1. He's across the 10. Horton gets stood up at about the 18-yard line. That's where the Cougars will start, 1st and 10.
Deep kick forces Hazleton area to start the offense.
Damon Horton returns the kick for the Cougars out to the 20-yard line. Here later, 1st and 10 Cougars from their own 20.
I'm waiting for the mark. Looks like it's going to be right inside the 20. Cougars will go to work.
Sophomore quarterback Sparky Wolk has Carson Kinney and Adrian Otero in the backfield. It'll be Otero. Otero's got 5. He spins for about 8. Good start for Hazleton area on the ground on play number 1 offensively.
Adrian Otero on the play, gain of about 9 yards.
Right side, Otero off tackle. Picks up nice yardage, about 9 yards. Looking at a 2nd and short. You mentioned, Marty, that Hazleton area wanted to establish their running game. First play gives them a good start.
And they'll give to Kinney this time. Kinney will get across the 30. He's got a Harry's you pull it. Cougar 1st down.
Two plays to move the ball over the 30. The other thing, you're running the football, you're gaining good yardage. Start the game, you're using some clock.
Whoa, quick pass, Van Blargen complete. And Van Blargen is across the 35 to the 37, a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Cougars.
Van Blargen does a little in pattern. Got to the football. Wolk with a decent throw. 3-step drop.
The give is to Otero. Trying to bounce it to the outside. The Buckhorns read it well. Bring him down for a loss of about a yard.
I tell you what, tried to come left side out of the I formation, fullback kicking the end out, but nothing doing as Wallenpaupak right there.
Ty Wesniak led the charge for the Buckhorns.
Wesniak lined up at that defensive end position.
Wolk out of the gun, slings it out to Otero. The whistles will blow. Forward pass, incomplete, brings up 4th down and 6.
Otero had some room out there. Wolk put the ball a little low. Adrian Otero tried to reach back to handle it, couldn't do it.
Back deep for the Buckhorns, number 22, Ty Holbert, number 8, Sean James, awaiting the punt from Horton. Under some pressure, he got it away, and it's picked up by Holbert. And Holbert is going to be brought down immediately, making the special teams tackle Will Strassner.
I'll tell you what, great job by Strathford with the tackle on We talked about this in the beginning of the game. Coverage on punts, important. Coverage on kickoffs, very important. Hazleton area does an excellent job. Kick was not an easy one to cover. It was a low line drive.
So the Buckhorns come out 1st and 10 from their own 44. Sophomore Tom McCormick is the quarterback. He'll give to Ingley. Ingley, the sophomore, is going to be brought down after a gain of about 4, making the play Austin Andruzzi.
Wallenpaupak lined up unbalanced. They had 3. Wide receiver to that side makes it 4. 2 men to the short side. Let's see if they use, and they are. They're using the same formation. To the right side, Hazleton's left side defensively. Same play call.
And Ingley this time gets maybe a yard on the play. Looked like first man through was Otero.
Hazleton area, good job as Wallenpaupak tries to unbalance and go to the unbalanced side. Cougars come up with a big stop. What did we mention in pregame, Marty? 3rd downs, conversions. Let's see what happens here.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 from the Buckhorn 49. McCormick rolling left, being pressured. Throws downfield and incomplete. Wolk on the coverage. He was looking for John Hannon. That'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Otero snuck through. Didn't really get to the quarterback, but I think he bothered him enough so that the quarterback for Wallenpaupak, McCormick, had to get rid of the ball. Incomplete.
Zach Maldacker to punt it away. Sparky Wolk, number 7, number 15, Nolan Schneider back deep for the Cougars. On the Berger Family Dealerships scoreboard, 8:07 left in the scoreless first quarter. Both teams have had a possession, and Wallenpaupak to punt it away. And Maldacker with a little bit of an Australian-style kick, and it goes out of bounds. Looks like it'll be marked at the Cougar 11. That's where they take over. No score, 7:59 left in the opening quarter. Tonight's game is brought to you by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location.
Okay, Marty, again, Hazleton area just outside the 10-yard line. They started the first drive just inside their own 20. This drive just outside their own 10.
And they're going to give to Carson Kinney. Looks like they'll give Kinney about 3 on the play to the 14.
Fullback dive, that's the kind of play you're hoping might pop. And all of a sudden, Kinney ends up in the secondary. That time, Wallenpaupak did a nice job closing the quick dive down. Picked up a couple.
Movement up front. We'll see if, looked like it may have been movement on the defensive line. We'll see if that's the call.
Yeah, 71 for Wallenpaupak. Chance Smith looked like he stepped into the neutral zone. See what the call is.
Offside on a defense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So with the penalty, all of a sudden, 2nd and 2 for the Cougars in this scoreless first quarter with 7:17 left on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard.
That makes it down a little more manageable.
Horton now in at fullback in front of Otero. It'll be Otero. And he is going to be stood up, it looks like, for no gain. to the 20, third down and 2. Get a look at that Cougar offense. Mentioned Zach Fuchik out, so that means Egner comes in at left tackle and Marola moves to guard with Mike Fuchik, Koshul, and Bruns up front. Strassner, the tight end. Wolt, Kinney, and Otero in the backfield. Hunsinger and Smith, two of the receivers that we'll see in the Cougar lineup. Hunter Van Blargen was a little dinged up last week at Abington Heights, but we've already seen him with a reception tonight. And if you're just joining us, we mentioned Zach Fuchik not in the lineup, as is Matt Sutton for Hazleton area. Third down and 2. They're going to give it to the first man through. I believe that was Carson Kinney. But I don't think he got enough. He may be about a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spot, and I think you're right, Marty. All right. Looking at the spot and looking at the yard marker surprised me. They didn't even bring it in for a measurement. First down for the Cougars.
And I apologize for doubting the officials. Good for a Harry Jupolet first down. Van Blargen and Smith will be out wide to the bottom of your screen. They're going to toss to the left to Otero. Otero runs over a tackler and gets across the 25 to the 26 for a gain of 5.
Otero was able to get to the corner and then go downhill to pick up
the Buckhorn defense. Three-man front, Rode, Zarcone, and Smith. Wesniak, Alisi, Maldacker, Steffen are the linebackers. Vasey and Hop the corners. Hannon and Ingley the safeties.
Coach Brennan wants a timeout.
5:17 left in a scoreless first quarter.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
It's 2016 Ram 4x4, save 14 grand. 2016 Jeep Cherokee is 4x4, V6, heated seats, rear camera under 25 grand. Or lease this 2016 Jeep Renegade, only $189 a month.
It's the Jeep Celebration event at Ram Power Days at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
Berger family dealerships, drive with experience.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
After the Hazleton area timeout on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, scoreless here in the first quarter. Cougars have a second down and 4 from their own 27. And this will be Horton. Horton trying to bounce it to the outside. Horton has a first down and more before he is knocked out of bounds. Looks like they'll say it about the 33. Good for a Harry Jupolet. Cougar first down.
I'll tell you what, Marty, that's what speed on a corner will get for you. Horton, watch him here. Dips in. He's going to dip in again. Didn't get a block because he couldn't get a block, but he was able to outrun the defenders to the corner. That picks up a first down for the Cougars. In fact, that was a smart play. By LaRock, by not committing that penalty as
Horton again, this time all the way into Buckhorn territory. Good for another Cougar. Harry Jupolet first down.
nice job by the offensive line. Horton again running very well. Picks up a big chunk of yardage.
Give him 19 on the run. Ball marked at the Buckhorn 48.
You talked about Coach Brennan wanting to establish the run. And they are, as we go under 5 minutes in the first quarter, they are doing just that.
Play action. Wolk under pressure, throws to Smith. It's caught. Complete down to the 25. Good for another Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
Smith with a post pattern. Watch this. Outside we're doing a post and a out and up. And really, he had a receiver wide open outside. Decided to go to Smith over the middle. Completed it. First down for the Cougars.
A gain of 22, has the ball at the Buckhorn 26. Otero eludes a couple of tacklers. Flag is down. Otero is down at about the 22. Patrick Wills threw the flag. And this may be a hold on the Cougars.
Yeah, when it comes from the referee inside, that's usually what the call is. He's pointing to his flag as the spot.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So it'll bring it back to the 38. Make it 1st and 22 for the Cougars.
Don't be surprised if they go back to the pattern out of the slot. Not with this play because we have a wide receiver left, right.
But it is play action. A screen for Otero. Cuts it into the middle. Otero is going to be tripped up inside the 35 to the 32, a gain of 6.
I'll tell you what, Stefan for Wallenpaupak did a great job forcing Otero back inside so that the backside defenders could get to him. If Otero was able to get outside there, might have taken it all the way.
So it becomes 2nd down and 16 from the 32. Welk will go out of the gun. Kinney is to his right. Otero is wide to the bottom of your screen. Welk looks that way, pumps that way. He's going down the sideline into double coverage, and it'll fall incomplete. As he was looking for Otero, Vasey had him man-to-man, and he got some help from Hannon.
I'll tell you what, Vasey never bit on the pump fake. Kept his position. And as you mentioned, Hannon was over to also help out, forcing a 3rd down.
And this, if it's 4-down territory, which I would assume it is, you don't need all 16 back on this 3rd down play.
Pick up at least half.
Fake throw, give to Kinney. Kinney is inside the 25, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 20 to the 19. It'll bring up a 4th down, and well, actually they're going to mark them. See where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 21. So it's going to be 4th down and 5 from the Buckhorn 21.
Gave them itself a chance with the draw play. Good ball handling by Walk. Nice running. 4th down as
and again, Otero out wide to the bottom of your screen. Kinney the back next to Walk. High snap. And it doesn't matter, but Wallenpaupak recovers. Naglia will get the turnover all the way back to the 34. That's where the Buckhorns will start 1st and 10.
I think there are 2 things. Number one, obviously, high snap, you're disappointed. I think Coach Brennan is going to tell his offense, you did a very good job of moving the ball down the field. Let's continue to do that. The scores will come as Wallenpaupak lines up to start their series on offense.
And Otero comes up with the sack. Busted right through the middle and dropped McCormick for a loss of 8.
He was sprinting to his left. Take a look inside here and see how they were trying to handle that. The guard stepped out. The right guard, short side, stepped away from, and Otero came to center guard gap, picks up a big sack, forces second and long.
It almost looks early on that Wallenpaupak hasn't seen this from Hazleton area. A three-man front of a 3-5 set, and they're a little confused as to who's coming. This will be a handoff, and it's Ingley who gets out back to the 34, making it 3rd and 10 for the Buckhorns.
Joe LaRock for Hazleton area stepped up, got his hand out, and slowed Ingley down, forcing a 3rd and 10. Now we go back to the 3rd down.
Road, Vasey, Blog, Gattuso, Frick, and Hiller, the tight end. McCormick with Maldacker and Neglia in the backfield. Fenstermacher and Smallsy, the receivers. McCormick going back. Don't know if a Cougar tripped him up or if he tripped over one of his own men, but it'll bring up 4th and long, and the Buckhorns will be forced to punt.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Otero again up the field. Center gap, center guard gap, left side. They're going to have to decide how they want to protect that. Do you want to protect it inside out or outside in?
Zach Maldacker to punt it away. Wolk and Schneider back deep for the Cougars. Clock running 1:15 and counting left in the opening quarter. Maldacker, a high snap, but he got rid of it. It's going to take a short bounce. Schneider picked it up. I thought he might have been picking it up because it looked like it hit one of the up men for Wallenpaupak. Did the officials see the same thing? Doesn't look that way. It looks like they're going to mark it at the Cougar 38. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Tri-County Business Machines, downtown Hazleton. Your source for office and school supplies, copier sales and service. Tri-County Business Machines, locally owned and operated. So the Cougars, who have pretty much controlled the football in this opening quarter, and now the officials confer they are moving the ball up to the 44 of Hazleton area. They don't have anything to show for it. 2 3-and-outs for the Wallenpaupak offense, but the Cougars haven't gotten any points yet.
As I said, Coach Brennan, patience with the offense.
Horton showing patience as he got strung out, and he gets out across the 45. Looks like they'll mark him at about the 47, a gain of 3.
I'll tell you what, Marty, he made a gain of 3. If you're a defensive player trying to mirror that run, you have to make a move up the field. He's going to dance. Somebody has to get up the field. He does a good job of turning it up and gaining some yardage. He being Damon Horton.
Toss to Otero. Otero bowling his way into Buckhorn territory. It'll depend on the spot. Looks like they said he stepped out of bounds at the Buckhorn 48, leaving him about 2 yards shy of the first down.
I'll tell you one thing, Otero does great block. Great block by Costable in the backfield. But Otero, once he gets downhill and lowers his shoulder, he's tough to bring down.
For the Cougars on the Wallenpaupak 28-yard line.
Third down and 2 from the Buckhorn 48. This is Otero trying to dance his way around tacklers, but too many white jerseys bring him down for no gain.
I'll tell you what hurt the play is penetration, and you've heard me talk about penetration.
Clock goes to zeros through 1 quarter. Wallenpaupak nothing. Hazleton area nothing. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on WYLN.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SE. Right now for only $109 per month with $0 down. Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium. Start of the second quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. No score.
Hazleton area, 53 yards rushing, 33 passing, 86 total yards. Wallenpaupak is minus 1 yard rushing as we have a fake on the punt and a first down.
Give to the up man was Otero. He goes straight up the middle, inside the 45 to the 43 for a Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down.
One of the things I was mentioning, Wallenpaupak is minus 1 yard rushing, no yards passing for minus 1 yard total offense. 8:26 possession for the Cougars. 19 plays to 6, so Hazleton area is really dominating everywhere except the scoreboard right now.
They picked up their 6th first down. Wallenpaupak is yet to get a first down, but it's still scoreless. Play action. Looking for Horton. One-hand grab. Horton down the sideline. He eludes the last tackler. Touchdown, Cougars.
I tell you what, Horton, it was a nice catch, but it was a very good throw. Horton out of the backfield, runs that flat route. Good pickup in the backfield. Horton with a nice catch. Touchdown, Cougars.
First passing touchdown of the year for Sparky Wolk. He's going to hold for kicker number 14, Will Barrientos. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is good. 11:35 left in the second quarter. Cougars strike first, leading 7-0.
The mission today is to seek out the target and capture it. Expect it to be hot. This place has got everything. SP time now.
Eyes on, 200 meters to the west.
I got it! Go, go, go! Good afternoon, ma'am. How much is this alternator?
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754, or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
Cougars on a nice pass play to open the second quarter from Wolk to Horton, sparked by a fake punt. Run for first down by Otero. Cougars up 7-0.
Big play, fake punt, able to pick up the first down as we have the kickoff by the Cougars.
This is going to be taken by Sean James. Sean James is going to get into Cougar territory. James is going to be pushed out of bounds. What a great answer by Wallenpaupak with their special teams. You mentioned it at the top, special teams. Big kickoff return by Sean James.
And that's something you just cannot, if you're looking for your first win, you cannot allow that to happen. Here we see Sean James taking it up the right side. Nobody 20 yards before you see a red jersey. That's the first flag. 20 yards James was able to get up the field before the first red jersey. Marty, Hazleton area, Horton 43-yard pass play from Wolk. PAT good, 5 plays, 56 yards.
Toss to Ingley. Cougars will bring him down after a gain of about 3. Let's head down to the sidelines. Eric DeBaradinas.
A scary moment a few drives ago for Hazleton area when Adrian Otero limped over to the sideline after a collision, but he worked on himself for a few minutes. That right thigh never went to the trainer's table, came back on with that fake punt. During the timeout, he said 2 yards. I got 2 yards. Very confident. Worked out well. They ended up getting a touchdown, so Otero back on the field and Hazleton up.
A very big play out of the timeout with the switch ends of the quarter to go with the fake punt. They give it to the fullback, Aiden Maldacker. Cougars not fooled in the least. Bring him down for a short gain of about half a yard.
Carson Kinney, great job. Very low at the line of scrimmage and up ends. Running back for a short gain. Cougar defense coming alive.
3rd down and 4. McCormick rolls right, throws incomplete. He was looking for Aiden Maldacker. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4.
He had Maldacker. Again, breathing down his neck was Otero, who was up the field. Wallenpaupak's going to have to find a way to combat that.
Looks like they're going to bring out Zach Maldacker. He's going to attempt a 42-yard field goal. He had a strong leg on the opening kickoff. We'll see how he does here from 42. Hold is down. Kick is up. It has the distance. It's got the accuracy. 9:59 left in the opening half. It's now 7-3 Cougars.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
Tired of internet and TV providers that force you to sign a contract, then saddle you with second-rate service? Service Electric Cablevision's advanced fiber network delivers faster internet, clearer cable channels, and a better home phone service with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Call or visit secv.com to learn more.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium. Wallenpaupak comes up big with special teams. Big kickoff return by Sean James. 42-yard field goal by Zach Maldacker. Buckhorns on the board, trailing 7-3. This one is going to be picked up by Horton at his 4. Horton straight up the middle. And he's going to be hog-tied down by Darian Joseph, but not before he gets out near the 25.
I tell you what, Horton, I think, was willing to let that ball bounce in the end zone, but it didn't. And Horton did a great job picking up then, and picking up nice yardage on the kickoff return. Maldacker, 42 yards, and I'll tell you what, Marty, might have been good from close to 50. The field goal, 3 plays. 47 yards, minute 36. And I'll tell you what, James set it all up with the kickoff return.
So the Cougars get it back from their 26, 1st and 10, leading 7-3. Play action. Wolk pumps. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Wolk eludes one tackler. He's still on his feet. Nice dive ahead. He's got himself a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
You can run the football at that quarterback position and you get outside, you put a lot of pressure on the secondary.
Wolf
gets outside, runs out of a tackle very nicely, then picks up the first down.
I'd like to remind you, coming up at the half, it'll be the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We'll have halftime entertainment, get a look at halftime stats and first half highlights. It's all coming up at the half. It's the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. First and 10 from the 38, Wolk out of the gun. Throwing down the middle of the field, he's got Van Blargen incomplete.
Just a little underneath. Looked like Van Blargen was going to have a chance to make the catch. Ball was just a little short. Second down and 10 for the Cougars.
We'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have for so many seasons here at WYLN. Third Base Luncheonette located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton, next to the old Hazleton High School, known as the Castle. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. Second down and 10 for the Cougars. Walt goes back under center. Horton is the tailback, and he'll get the football. And Horton will bull his way across the 40 to about the 43, give him a gain of about 5.
Here we're going to see another dive right side. Little bit of a gap before Zarcone steps in and makes the tackle for Wallenpaupak. Now we have the other side of the coin, Marty, converting those third down. This is going to be third and about 6. Slot right for the Cougars.
Wolk looking. Throws over the middle. He's got Smith, and it'll fall incomplete.
Plenty of time for Wolk back there. Offensive line does an excellent job pass blocking.
Adam Hopt almost came up with the tip pass. So the Buckhorns will hold and force the punt with 8:23 left in the opening half on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard.
Horton is back to punt for
A 43-yard touchdown pass to Damon Horton from Sparky Wolk. 42-yard field goal by Zach Maldacker. 7-3 Cougars. Horton gets off a short punt. Running up and getting it is James, and James is into Cougar territory. 2 big, outstanding special teams plays by Sean James. First on the kickoff, and then Hetty coming up and catching that short punt and getting it into Cougar territory.
Tell me about not having a person who is fearless. He steps up, makes the catch, turns this into an extra 18 yards. One of the things I'm surprised with, Coach Brennan going to the air, was moving the ball on the ground. Last series, he was putting the ball in the air, so let's see if they...
This is slung out to James. James gets inside the 40. Flag has been thrown on the play as well. So we'll check the flag. This may be a hold against the Buckhorns down the field.
James only a junior, as the officials looking at the yardage situation.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. You spotted a foul. Replay first down.
So as they march off the penalty, we'll remind you that high school football is brought to you by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop in and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. Ball marked at the Cougar 49, making it first down and 13. McCormick to pass. Going deep down the right sideline, some pushing there. Looking for Smallsy. Hatton had the coverage as it goes incomplete.
Both teams becoming, I think, a little impatient. That time, McCormick puts it up. Looked like either the receiver or the defender had a shot at it. Fell incomplete. Second and about 12.
This will be given to Neglia. Neglia is going to be brought down inside the 45 to about the 41. Making the tackle for the Cougars was Ethan Tebow.
Neglia only a sophomore. Nice job. Good job by the Wallenpaupak offensive line right side. Now looking at a 3rd and about 6, but might think about it being 4 down territory for Wallenpaupak.
Neglia again, he's dropped in the backfield for a loss. Carson Kinney with the tackle.
And I'll tell you what, I've watched Kinney before on the fullback dive make a great stop. Here, Kinney just up the field. He is 5 yards up the field. No place to go. Wallenpaupak will punt it away.
Zach Maldacker to punt it away. Wolk, the lone man deep for the Cougars. It's going to send Wolk back, and he's going to let it go into the end zone for the touchback. 6:23 left in the second quarter. Cougars up 7-3 coming up at the half. It'll be the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We'll have halftime entertainment, get a look at the halftime stats, as well as first half highlights. So stay tuned. Coming up, the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show.
Be interesting to see here with 6:23 left on the clock. Plenty of time. Hazleton area with 2 timeouts left.
Joe, to this point, 141 total yards for Hazleton area, only 15 for Wallenpaupak. It's been the special teams that has really hurt Hazleton area to this point. Toss to Otero. Cuts it back, and he's hit hard in the backfield. Brought down by Zach Rode.
Carson Kinney again with a nice block. But there was nowhere to go. Right here you see Kinney. Excellent job by Neglia turning that play in.
We mentioned a big hit. Should be a big hit, Joe. Rode listed 6'3", 323-pound senior. Play clock down to 5. And it'll be Otero. Otero bullying his way out to the 25, maybe even the 26. Gain of about 8 on the play brings up 3rd down and 4, under 5.5 left in the half.
Good turnout block by right tackle Matt Brunza for Hazleton area. Enables Otero to get up the field. Hazleton area right now, Marty, doing a much better job running straight at people than they are on the corners. Let's see what they come up with. 3rd down at about 5.
Schneider in motion to the bottom of your screen. Quick drop by Wolk out to Smith. He's got the 1st down before he's tripped up at the 34. Making the tackle is hot, because if he didn't trip him up, Smith could have had big yardage. But he does get a Harry's You Pull It Cougar 1st down.
I'll tell you what, great job by Smith. Right at the marker. He slows his route down. Wolk does a great job of getting the ball there. 1st down for the Cougars.
Toss to Horton on the far sideline. Buckhorns read it well and bring him down for a loss. Nathan Steffen came up and made the tackle.
I go back to my earlier comment. If you're running sideline to sideline, you're not gaining yardage. Horton never had any room to turn it up the field. Steppen come up and made a very good defensive play. Second down, about 13 for the Cougars. Tough when you don't gain some yards on first down. You put yourself in the hole here. You have second and third downs to try to get out of it.
Wolk faked the pass, got it off to Kinney under a lot of pressure. Naglia brings him down, but not before Kinney gets to the 42.
And here's my about finding the ball.
Good for a gain of
Wolk does a
11.
great job of hiding the ball. Bessie was up the field for Wallenpaupak, hit the quarterback, but the ball had already been handed off. So picks up good yardage. Kinney on that draw play. It's 3rd and about 2.
3 minutes left in the quarter. Give to Otero. Trying to bounce it out. He's got the first down. Nice effort by Adrian Otero to get to the 48 and get a Harry's You pull it. Cougar first down.
Otero went left, bounced right, finally found some room, took it up the field to make the first down. Here you see it, bang. Now he comes back because the backside of the defense had over pursued. He was able to cut back and pick up the first down. Clock running at 2:45.
Wolk back to pass, pumps. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got green grass in front of him. Wolk has a first down and more before he steps out of bounds inside the 40. Good for another Harry's You pull it. Cougar first down.
Defensive end to that side. Gets caught inside. Wolk can run with the ball. Gets to the corner, turns it up. Picks up the first down. 2:29, 2 timeouts. Clock stopped. Sorry, 2:28.
It was stopped for a second. First and 10, ball marked at the 40. Again, fake pass, give to Kinney. This time the Buckhorn defense read it well, holds them to no gain.
Steffen right there. We've called his name a couple of times for the Buckhorns tonight. Second and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
And not to move too fast into this game, Joe, but it's going to be interesting to see what this opening half does to this Wallenpaupak defense come second half. They've been out on the field a long time.
They were on the field 19 plays in the first quarter. We'll see what they do here in the second quarter.
Wolk is going to be sacked. Coming up with the sack, Jason Zarcone.
I'll tell you what, Zarcone, great job.
Jason Zarcone.
Hazleton area takes a timeout. They lead it 7-3.
Please join Dr. Srinivasan, Dr. Karp, and Dr. Arrigo at the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton, September 29th at 5:30 for the Community Cancer Series event. Whether you are worried about developing prostate cancer, making decisions about treatment, or care after treatment, our community health experts can discuss with you all you need to know and will educate you on standards for screening, diagnosis, and the treatment of prostate cancer. This is a free event. Please register by calling the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton at 570-459-3460.
When I'm elected, things will change, but I promise you one thing, no one will beat a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one!
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
I don't care what my opponent said. I knew for a very long time that no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
After the Cougar timeout, they're left with one remaining timeout here in the half. Minute 46 left on the Berger Family Dealership second quarter scoreboard. Cougars up 7-3. They have a 3rd and 18 from the Buckhorn 48. 3 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. Wolk out of the gun. getting good protection this time. Rolls right. Can't find anybody. Tried to get rid of it. Threw it away. He was hit by Zach Maldacker. They'll rule it incomplete.
Bring up fourth down.
They'll bring up fourth down. And I would think here Cougars will punt it away, try to pin the Buckhorns deep.
Yeah, I think Wolk, right side, waiting, trying to find something. Waldacker comes in. Wolk gets rid of it. But as you mentioned, Marty, fourth down, 15.
Now, I don't know if they actually called this a penalty or ruled his knee down. Let's see.
On the field, the quarterback's knee was down before he let go of the ball. Therefore,
Say he was down, so credit Zach Maldacker with the sack. Back to the 48 of Hazleton area, loss of 4. But what it'll almost do is work out well for Hazleton area because it should start the clock, not because of an incomplete pass.
But you better get down. Don't give James a lot of room to return the punt, or don't punt the ball to him, as the clock is now started. Coach Brennan signaling, wait a minute.
He's going to want them to run that play clock down before they punt it away here. So I said it didn't work out to the benefit of Coach Wagner and Wallenpaupak, as Hazleton area was able to take 20 seconds off the clock. James has it at the 21. He eluded one tackler. James going to the outside. Flag has been thrown. James out to the 39, but a flag on this near sideline may bring this back.
Thought I saw a flash.
Official picks up the flag, and the reason he did that is to mark the spot more accurately.
Legal block in the back will move the Buckhorns back. So as they march this off, we want to remind you that high school football is brought to you by Burger Family Dealerships, Route 93, Hazel Township. Authorized dealer for Buick, Cadillac, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mazda vehicles. Over 100 pre-owned Burger Advantage vehicles in stock at all times. Family owned since 1921. Burger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
Let's see if I can't believe that Wallenpaupak will take a big chance. They may try to throw it down the field. They got 1:04 left before half. They're down by 4 points.
McCormick with a quick pass out to Smallsy. Smallsy will be brought down by Hatton, but he got out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
Remember what we said about Maldacker, the field goal? It might have been good from maybe close to 50. So Wallenpaupak may be thinking about that as they stop the clock.
Smallsy did get out of bounds, so looks like 2nd and 1. Wallenpaupak a full complement of 3 timeouts remaining. Official timeout now is I'm not sure. Patrick Wills was over at the chains. Now he's satisfied. So they'll start the play clock. Game clock remains stopped at 57.8 seconds. Movement up front stops the play.
I know one thing. I think he was looking for James left side one-on-one with Matt Fisher. Movement up front. They'll redo the play. It'll be 2nd and 6.
To this point, Hazleton area 10 first downs. Wallenpaupak still looking for their first. But they're looking for just a couple of first downs here. And as you mentioned, Joe, maybe give Maldacker a chance at a field goal. They sling it out to James. James will be brought down at the 30 by LaRock, but not before he picks up the first. Buckhorn, Harry's you pull it first down of the night. And the Buckhorns, I believe, have taken their first timeout. They trail 7-3. We'll keep it here, and we'll remind you coming up at the half. As I look over to my right, the Hazleton Area Marching Band getting ready for their halftime performance, which will be coming up at the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show, along with first half stats and highlights. So we invite you to stay tuned, get a chance to hear from the Hazleton Area Marching Cougars. And it's coming up in 50.1 seconds on the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show.
Wallenpaupak still 2 timeouts, 50 seconds left on the clock. LaRock for Hazleton Area made a nice play with the tackle on James. The last picked up the first, but it could have been bigger.
Cougars again with pressure. McCormick rolls right. Throws to the middle. Complete. Caught by his tight end, Gavin Hiller, to the 42. Clock stops to move the chains after the Buckhorn. Harry's you pull it. First down.
McCormick, nice throw on the move.
And a flag is down as the Cougars tried to make a substitution. We're late getting the player off. So a break for Wallenpaupak. As it should be a 5-yard penalty against Hazleton Area. And actually the Cougars got a timeout in first. They lead 7-3. So we'll keep it here. Now the one thing, if Hazleton Area got the timeout in, Joe, wouldn't they have to adjust that clock because that play didn't count? Shouldn't it be back to 41.1?
Well, you're right. The play did not count because of the timeout. But the clock, it all depends when
they wound it and then gave Hazleton Area the timeout.
Exactly. So I don't see any.
So it looks like in the midst of all this, Wallenpaupak loses almost 5 seconds. Hazleton Area out of timeouts. Wallenpaupak will have 2 timeouts remaining. And they have a 1st and 10 from their own 41. So if we're saying about 50 yards, Joe, maybe another 25 yards or so, and that's saying 50 yards the max for Maldacker.
The way that kick, first field goal traveled, he has a very strong leg.
Otero forces the fumble on the snap. Naglia gets on it all the way back inside the 30.
Otero just, I mean, he had a full head of steam right here. Quarterback's turning his back, trying to either hand off or make the play fake. So Otero comes up with a huge play defensively.
So Wallenpaupak, I'm sorry, Joe, takes their second timeout. But we're looking at 2nd down and 24 with 30 seconds left and only 1 timeout left for the Buckhorns.
Let's see what they decide on. This is the kind of situation now where they're down by 4 points. You want to do something to get the ball up the field, but yet you don't want to commit a turnover and have another touchdown tacked on the board by Hazleton Area.
And they're just going to give the ball to Naglia straight up the middle. He's going to get across the 30 to the 35.
We have a 3rd and long. The official stopped the clock. I don't know what
unless it was for Tebow, who lost his helmet, get him off the field, and that is the case. They rewind the clock now. Wallenpaupak to this point does not have to run another play here in the half.
And it looks like they're not going to run that play, and we're going to go to halftime.
So the clock will run out. A half dominated by the Hazleton area offense. The Wallenpaupak special teams got them their only points on a big kickoff return, and then 42-yard field goal by Maldacker. And at the half, it is 7-3 Cougars. And down on the sidelines, Eric DeBerardinis with head coach of Hazleton area, Mike Brennan.
Coach, tell me about the decision on 4th and 2 to go with a fake punt and then the ensuing, play to get that touchdown, how important it was to get on the board first.
It was huge. Our backs are against the wall. We're trying to teach our kids to play hard and play to win, and we had to call it aggressively. We called it aggressively with the fake punt. We called it aggressively with the shot and first down afterwards, and I was proud of our kids for executing both of them.
You stressed that your team has to want it more. Do they want it more tonight?
We're going to win a halftime locker room. We're going to talk about it. We're at home tonight. We're playing hard. I think our defense is controlling the football game. Our offensive line has to take over the second half. We're protecting well. We have some open guys. We got to finish the game for 24 minutes.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you, Marty.
Thank you, Eric. Coming up next, it's the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We'll hear from the Hazleton area Marching Cougars. Have halftime stats and highlights. The score at the half, Hazleton area 7, Wallenpaupak 3. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on WILN.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, Lehighton Kia is the place to go. They showcase a variety of vehicles, like the totally transformed Soul and the eye-catching Cadenza, the Kia Optima, not your average mid-size sedan, the Forte lineup, including the Coupe and popular 5-door, the Sorento and Sportage, with a bold array of features. Ask about specials and incentives, and you can't beat the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Lehighton Kia, 21 Blakesley Boulevard, Lehighton. Call them at 610-377-1570.
We welcome you to the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show from Harmon Geist Stadium. At the half, Hazleton area with a 7-3 advantage over Wallenpaupak. We heard Eric DeBerardinis talk to Coach Brennan right before he went into the locker room, talking about the call right at the start of the second quarter on a 4th and 2 to go with a fake punt. Direct snap to one of the upmen, Adrian Otero. He went for 5 yards. And the Cougars would come back. Sparky Wool could find Damon Horton from 43 yards out. Horton would get it into the end zone. Hazleton area led 7-0. And then the special teams of Wallenpaupak took over as Sean James would go 64 yards into Cougar territory. Cougar defense would hold, but the Buckhorns would get a 42-yard field goal from Zach Maldacker. That would get the Buckhorns on the board as they trail at the half by a score of 7-3 in a half that Hazleton area offensively has controlled the football and the time of possession. Wallenpaupak will get the ball to start the second half, trailing by the score of 7-3. It looks like we're just about set. As part of the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show, here's the Hazleton area Marching Cougars. has been the Hazleton area Marching Cougars with their halftime performance here on the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We're going to take a break. Coming up after the break as we continue here on the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. First half stats, first half highlights. At the half, Cougars lead it 7-3.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2016 Kia Optima. Right now with zero down for only $159 per month, or buy it for $18,998. Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life.
The mission today is to seek out the target and capture it. Expect it to be hot. This place has got everything. SP time now.
Eyes on, 200 meters to the west.
I got it! Go, go, go! Good afternoon, ma'am. How much is this alternator?
Please join Dr. Srinivasan, Dr. Karp, and Dr. Arrigo at the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton, September 29th at 5:30 for the Community Cancer Series event. Whether you are worried about developing prostate cancer, making decisions about treatment, or care after treatment, our community health experts can discuss with you all you need to know and will educate you on standards for screening, diagnosis, and the treatment of prostate cancer. This is a free event. Please register by calling the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton at 570-459-3460.
Tired of internet and TV providers that force you to sign a contract, then saddle you with second-rate service? Service Electric Cablevision's advanced fiber network delivers faster internet, clearer cable channels, and a better home phone service with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Call or visit secv.com to learn more.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
2016 Ram 4x4, save $14,000. 2016 Jeep Cherokee is 4x4, V6, heated seats, rear camera under $25,000. Or lease this 2016 Jeep Renegade, only $189 a month.
It's the Jeep Celebration event at Ram Power Days at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
We welcome you back to the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show from Harmon Guy Stadium in Hazleton. The hometown Cougars leading Wallenpaupak by a score of 7-3 here at the half. And Joe, before we get to first half stats, we'd be remiss. Sitting right next door to us is former head coach at Hazleton area, now principal at Hazleton area High School, Rocco Patron. This past weekend inducted into the Hazleton area Sports Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Coach Patron and all the inductees in the 2016 class. But
I'd like to echo that sentiment. Coach Patron did a great job guiding this Hazleton area program.
And as we mentioned, congratulations to everyone in the 2016 class of the Hazleton Area Sports Hall of Fame. Now about set to get a look at the halftime stats compiled by our very own Jim Burns.
Marty, when we look at these statistics, people just tuned in, they're going to have a hard time believing the score. 2 first downs for Wallenpaupak, 10 for Hazleton area, 179 total yards for Hazleton area, 27 total yards for Wallenpaupak, -8 rushing, 35 through the air. 1 turnover by Hazleton area, none for Wallenpaupak. 4 penalties, 30 yards, 1 penalty, 12 yards. We're going to look at time of possession also, which is in Hazleton area's favor. The score being 7-3, statistics, all Hazleton area.
Those halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns and the -8 rushing yards. A lot of that coming on the 3 sacks by Adrian Otero in that opening half. that has the Cougars in front 7-3. Jim Burns quickly says they lost 25 yards on those 3 sacks. Now we're set to get a look at the opening half highlights. Start in that second quarter after the fake punt that Otero got the first down here. A one-hand grab by Damon Horton, and he'll go the rest of the way 43 yards out on the pass from Sparky Wolk. 11:35 left in the second quarter. It was 7-0 Cougars. But then the special teams of Wallenpaupak makes a play. Sean James, the junior, taking it to the right side. A lot of running room for James. Took him into Cougar territory. A return of 64 yards inside the Cougar 30, which would set up this 42-yard field goal by Zach Maldacker, making it 7-3 with 9:59 left in the opening half. Then some nice ball handling by Sparky Wolk. Faked the pass, gave to Carson Kinney, which would set up short yardage. And we mentioned Otero. Here's one of those sacks that took Wallenpaupak back inside their 30 right before halftime. A half that has Hazleton area in front 7-3. We thank you for watching the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We're going to take a break. Coming up next, third quarter action. Cougars lead it 7-3 on the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Game of the week on WYLN.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SE. Right now for only $109 per month with $0 down. Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754, or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
Personal cancer care is close to home. The Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton has been providing radiation therapies to cancer patients for 30 years. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer and need radiation therapy and would like to learn more about our treatments, let our compassionate, experienced team of experts help you. No reason to travel out of town for same services that are only minutes away from your home. The Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton. 1701 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Close to home.
When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, Lehighton Kia is the place to go. They showcase a variety of vehicles, like the totally transformed Soul and the eye-catching Cadenza, the Kia Optima, not your average midsize sedan, the Forte lineup, including the Coupe and popular 5-door, the Sorento and Sportage, with a bold array of features. Ask about specials and incentives, and you can't beat the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Lehighton Kia, 21 Blakesley Boulevard, Lehighton. Call them at 610-377-1570.
We welcome you back to Harmon Geist Stadium, getting set for third quarter action. Cougars in front 7-3 over Wallenpaupak. While both teams get ready for second half action, we'll look at some individual stats. First for the visiting Buckhorns, Joe Nglee. 4 carries, 14 yards to lead the rushing attack for the Buckhorns. Sophomore quarterback Tom McCormick, 4 of 7 for 35 yards. Sean James, 2 catches, 15 yards, and his tight end Gavin Hiller, 1 catch, 11 yards. For the Cougars, Adrian Otero, 10 carries, 38 yards. Damon Horton, 5 carries, 30 yards. Carson Kinney, 6 carries, 29 yards. And quarterback Sparky Wolk, 4 carries, 11 yards. Wolk, 5 of 9 passing, 84 yards, the lone touchdown of the ball game. David Smith has 2 catches for 30 yards. Horton, the touchdown reception from 43 yards out. Time of possession, Joe, Hazleton area 15:58 in that opening half. Wallenpaupak only had it for 8:02. Cougars double the plays, 35-17. Third down conversions, neither team spectacular, but Hazleton area has converted some, 3 of 8. Wallenpaupak 0 for 4. The big fourth down conversion on the fake punt called right at the start of the second quarter. Otero going 5 yards on the 4th and 2. They're 1 for 1. Punting the football, Horton a 23.3-yard average. Maldacker for Wallenpaupak 3 at an average of 38.7 yards per punt.
Mentioned during one of our breaks, Marty, the Wallenpaupak defense on the field for 35 plays in the first half. See how that affects them here in the second half.
Berwick and Selinsgrove are scoreless at the half. Valley West State.
You have to remember also some of those players go both ways in that they play offense and defense.
Catholic 6.
So again, let's see if that affects Wallenpaupak as they will receive the kickoff. I see number 8 back there, and I know one thing: if you don't cover, you're going to be in trouble.
Ingley and James back deep, awaiting the kick from Will Barrientos. And it looks like we're going to have to keep an eye on the sky. Winds have picked up here at Harmon Guy Stadium. And word from the sidelines is that I believe most of the games in the Wyoming Valley Conference in the Wilkes-Barre area currently under a lightning delay. So we'll see if that weather pattern follows to Hazleton or not, as Ingley takes from the 10. He's across the 20, and he goes straight up the middle of the field, across the 25 to about the 28, a return of 18 yards. Buckhorns down 4, start from their own 28.
Hazleton area kicks away from James. Wise decision. Cougar defense needs to step up.
Word from the truck is looking at the radar. It may have missed us here in Hazleton. But of course, back home in Freeland, we may be getting something.
Yeah.
Otero again, and trying to time the step. Looks like he stepped into the neutral zone, making it 1st and 5. But I would think that would be one of the first adjustments that Coach Wagner and his staff would have to make.
Defense.
What do we do when 32 is coming on the blitz?
Exactly right. Let him try to anticipate, but really mix the count up, and early on go with a late count. Otero will crank up and try to come, and what will happen is right there, 5-yard penalty.
And coming up to make the tackle, Carson Kinney, bringing Neglia down for a loss of a yard.
Kinney, good hit on that first down play.
30 seconds into the third quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Cougars up 7-3. Thank you for joining us tonight here on WILN. I'm Marty Burns, joined by Coach Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns on the stats, Eric DeBaradinas on the sidelines. 2nd and 6. Give this to Neglia, and Neglia gets across the 40 to about the 42. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down.
And Druzzi in on the tackle for the Cougars as we're looking at a 3rd and 2. So big third down early for Wallenpaupak. Not in the sense of will they score a lot of points, but continuity in your offense.
Give to Neglia. Neglia does all he can as he spins across the 40 to the 41. That's good for a Buckhorn. Harry's, you pull it. First down.
And I'll tell you what, there's where the snap count being changed helps them. Otero wanted to go, but because of the late snap count, he'd had some penetration but Wallenpaupak was able to pick up the first down. Here you see it, right there. He tried to come a little late. Neglia picks up the first.
McCormick to pass, low throw, scooped up by James and complete for a gain of about 6. I don't know if you could catch from our camera mics, but you can definitely hear the wind whipping here at Harmon Geist Stadium.
Yeah, blowing straight across the field at this point. Will that be significant? And with Muldacker kicking the ball for Wallenpaupak, it may be.
And this is Ingley with the carry, and Ingley is into Cougar territory for another Wallenpaupak. Harries, you pull it, first down.
So the Buckhorns come out, start to establish a little offense here. That's an isolation by the fullback. Ingley does a nice job of running up inside for the first down.
McCormick to pass, looking for Smallsy, incomplete.
Smallsy ran a slant pattern
Smallsy goes incomplete, making it
at about 5 to 6 yards. McCormick got it a little high in the air, stops the clock with 9:18.
Want to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Motors player of the game. Second and 10 Buckhorns from the Cougar 44. More movement up front, and this may be another 5-yard penalty on the Cougars.
After the incompletion, what you don't want to do is allow them 5 yards and make it 2nd and 5, but that's exactly
Second down.
what happened. I'm going to say it one more time, Marty. You have to watch the football. At least peripheral vision, be able to see the snap.
Neglia with the carry. Dives forward inside the 35 to the 32. Gain of 7 and another. Harries, you pull it, first down.
Wallenpaupak in this drive has done a great job of taking Otero, as you watch the replay there, taking Otero out of the equation with the snap count.
They give to the up man. This is Aiden Muldacker. He'll get a gain of about 2 to the 30. And we had talked about it at the top.
Druzy with the tackle, good for a gain of 2.
Confidence that Coach Wagner and his staff has in these sophomores. You know, to make that adjustment at the half, you're leaving it up to the sophomore quarterback to come up with a hard count when he sees that some of these Hazleton area defenders are coming on a blitz.
Yeah, and the other thing, at what point do you trust someone in the quarterback position with that decision? I think you have to have that person as a run off the right side by Neglia, picks up a couple. I think you have to have faith in that person. If a sophomore's your guy, then go with it. Let him learn. Hopefully you put him in a good position where he'll be successful. Right now, McCormick looks like he's doing a decent job with it.
And the thing to remember, we're at the halfway point, so, you know, these sophomores, they've got half a year under their belt. They're closer to a junior now than when they started, as Ingley gets the carry. Ingley has the first down and more as he's brought down near the 10. Another Harries, you pull it, first down.
With the carry, good for Wallenpaupak.
Wallenpaupak runs that stretch play here outside. Fullback leading the way. Aiden Muldacker.
For the first time tonight, the Buckhorns are in the Grand Central Red Zone. with a 1st and 10 at the Cougar 11. Neglia, the tailback. He's got Aiden Maldacker in front of him. Give us to Neglia. Lowers his shoulder, brought down inside the 10 to about the 8, a gain of 3. On the tackle for the Cougars was Austin Andruzzi.
I'll tell you what, Andruzzi stepped in, made a nice stop after a pickup of about 3.
It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 8. Wallenpaupak can get a 1st down without scoring. They have to get down to the Cougar 1. Give to Ingley. Ingley breaks out of 1 tackle and he dives down. Looking at the spot, he may be about a yard shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, we're going to have a 3rd and about 1 at the 1.5. Otero looked like he might get up the field there.
And look at that Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. When they run this play, they'll have taken over half of this 3rd quarter clock off the scoreboard. A very time-consuming drive for the Buckhorns. The 13th play of the drive right here on 3rd and short. Give us to Neglia. He's going to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckhorns!
Great job by the fullback, Aiden Maldacker. Neglia end zone. Wallenpaupak goes up by 2, awaiting the extra point. Here you see from ground level, Neglia goes into the end zone untouched.
And a new kicker. It's not Zach Maldacker. Juliana Iona, number 92, a junior. Hold is down. Bad snap. Hiller picks it up. Throws to the end zone. And it is incomplete. Point after no good. 5:49 left in the 3rd. Wallenpaupak leading for the first time. 9-7.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Mazda, Route 93, Hazel Township.
2016 Mazda CX-3 Sport. It's all-wheel drive, 0 to drive lease, just $255 a month. Or this 2016 Mazda 6i Sport, 0 to drive lease, just $255 a month. This 2016 Mazda CX-5 Sports, all-wheel drive, 0 to drive lease, just $285 a month.
At Berger Mazda, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Family and friends come from all over the area to enjoy a fabulous dining experience at Graziano's Restaurant. You choose your dinner from a menu that is filled with all freshly made to order entrees. You'll never be disappointed and you'll leave satisfied.
Connects Janitorial Service, carpet cleaning, tile, linoleum, hardwood floor refinishing. Also office and home cleaning for dependable service. Call Connects Janitorial Service 570-788-2748. Buckhorns take the opening kickoff of the second half, take over half the clock off the scoreboard, and get their first lead of the night, 9-7 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard.
I'll tell you what, Wallenpaupak, Neglia, 2-yard run. PAT, the pass failed. 13 plays, 6 minutes, 11 seconds. Excellent job by the Wallenpaupak offense.
Short kick, bobbled by Horton, still loose on the field, still loose. Wallenpaupak says they got it, the officials agree. They do. Buckhorn football making the recovery. John Hannon, the one thing, we didn't see him on the extra point. Wonder if something happened to Zach Maldacker because it was Tim Holzapfel that kicked it off, kicked it shorter than Maldacker, and Horton could never get control.
Here you see it. Horton was deeper. As you said, ball bounced a couple times. He never could get it in his hands on the ground. Wallenpaupak with a big break from their special teams. They are up to 9-7
And you mentioned special teams tonight. For the most part, Wallenpaupak has excelled tonight in the special teams game. This is Neglia. He got hit, stayed on his feet, and he'll get about 2 yards to the 23.
As well as that last drive went for Wallenpaupak. They've done very well on the ground. They're trying to take Otero out of the equation with the blitz situation, and they've done a decent job of that. They used a lot of clock on the last drive. Let's see. Here, they've done very well on the ground. Let's see if they stay with that mindset.
Ingley now in the backfield at the tailback. And he's going to get the handoff. Bounced off a penetrator, got down to the 20. Mike Fuchik was the first to hit him, but a gain of 3 for Ingley will put the Buckhorns in the Grand Central red zone.
Great job by Fuchik up the field very quickly. And although he didn't have time to wrap his arms, he had enough strength in that hit that he knocked the ball carrier down after a couple of yards.
And depending on the health of Maldacker, normally we would say this may not be 2-down territory, but it might be here now. 3rd and 5 from the 20. Neglia gets the carry. A host of red jerseys converge upon him after a gain of about 3. And it'll bring up 4th down and 2 from the 17.
I'll tell you what, Fuchik again does a nice job keeping that play inside until the linebackers could get there, along with help from the secondary. Right here you see it. And you see the excellent job. I'm sorry. That was Caleb Yonner. Right there as we look at a 4th down.
4th and 2 from the 17. McCormick back to pass. Going to the end zone for Steffen. Incomplete. Hatton got back to knock it away. The Cougar defense will hold on downs.
I'll tell you what, that was a great play. Clearly beaten. Clearly beaten. The ball spent a little too much time in the air. Then a great play by Joey Hatton.
So the Cougars will have the ball for the first time in this second half as we look at that 4th down play.
Here you see it. I say the ball's a little bit in the air, and there's Hatton. I'll tell you what he did. The right thing, Marty. When he got to the receiver, and the receiver was looking, he turned toward the ball. Excellent job.
Jim Burns points out Wallenpaupak had the ball for 8 minutes and 25 seconds here in this third quarter, which was 23 more seconds than they had the whole first half. This is Otero trying to get to the outside. The Buckhorns bring him down for a short gain.
I'll tell you the other thing that did. It rested this group, this defensive group. Some only play defense, some play both ways. But Wallenpaupak has the ball a long time offensively. Some of your defensive players can take a rest as we have 2:55 left in the third quarter.
Walk will go out of the gun on 2nd and 9. David Smith in one-on-one coverage to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback draw. Walk gets across the 20. He gets tripped up at about the 25. Looks like they'll even give him to the 26. He'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Good job by Hazleton Airy calling that play. Walk did a nice job looking off. He was maybe even a little bit too quick to get it up the field, as he didn't get a great drop from the linebacker. Picked up good yardage and almost the first. We're looking at 3rd down and about 2. Deep in the third quarter, 2:08 left.
Wolk will go under center. Hand off to Otero. He's got the first down and more as he bounces it to the outside. Otero looking for some blocking. He's into Buckhorn territory down the sidelines. Otero's still on his feet. Otero inside the 25 will be brought down near the 20 for a big run and a hurry as you pull it. Cougar first down.
Tell you what he did. Looked like he had nothing right side. Here you see it. And then he comes back. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, runs away from a tackle there, runs away from another tackle, gets a good block down the field by David Smith. 1:45 left, third quarter.
The gain of 53 puts the Cougars 1st and 10 at the Buckhorn 21. Otero will get a breather. Horton in as the tailback. He'll get the carry. He's inside the 20. Horton still on his feet. Brought down inside the 10 for another Harry shoe pullet. Cougar first down.
Great job by Horton. Nice job by the offensive line. Horton, take a look here. Right side is able to find the gap. Takes it up the field.
Cougars in the Grand Central red zone, 1st and goal from the 9. Horton trying to bounce it outside, cut it back in the middle. He'll gain, no, looks like forward progress is going to say maybe a yard.
Right at the point of attack, a lot of penetration by Wallenpaupak, so Horton had to sort of shuffle at the line of scrimmage, taking away from hitting that line of scrimmage with any strength as Otero comes back in the ball game.
High school football brought to you by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. Otero on 2nd and goal. The Buckhorn defense stands tall, bringing 3rd and goal from the 10. And the Cougars may run out this third quarter clock and go to the opposite end for this 3rd and goal.
Nathan Steffen right there. We've called his name a couple of times. As you look at the clock running down, we're going to head into the 4th quarter, 9-7, Wallenpaupak.
Clock will go to zeros, as Coach mentioned, through 3. Wallenpaupak 9, Hazleton area 7. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on WYLN.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Mike Stower Coal and Oil Fuel Delivery with automatic delivery and budget plans available. 24-hour furnace service. Discount pricing for businesses and restaurants. Call them for a quote. Also, propane is now available, with a portion of the annual proceeds going to the Cancer Foundation for breast cancer awareness. Accepting major credit cards. Call 570-636-0503. StowerCoalAndOil.com.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium. Start of the 4th quarter. Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Wallenpaupak leading by 2, but Hazleton area has a 3rd and goal from the Buckhorn 10. Well, quick pass to Smith, and it's incomplete. 4th and goal from the 10, and it looks like Will Barrientos is coming out. The Cougars are going to try a field goal for the lead.
Looks like it's going to be about a
bringing up 4th
12,
down.
22, about 29 yards, maybe 28 yards. Looks like the wind might be helping the kicker at this point.
Call it an attempt of 26 yards. Hold is down. Kick is blocked. Wallenpaupak comes up with the big block, and they'll lead at 9-7.
Never had a chance, Marty. Never had a chance to get that off. Quick penetration from the right side And we see it at the end of the play. But up the field very quickly. Zarcone.
And Steffen.
Steffen again. So, Wallenpaupak with a big defensive play there.
So they'll have it at their own 16, 1st and 10. Deep handoff. I believe that was Ingley, who got out across the 20 to about the 24.
Otero that time trailing the play, and that's what the mix-up in the snap count does to you. You can't time it. If you're a defensive player, you cannot time the snap. So Wallenpaupak has done an excellent job with that here in the second half.
Movement on both lines. Who are they going to say jump first?
My guess is he's going to say the defense encroached, the offense reacted, so it's going to be against the defense, if I had to guess. Referee wants another opinion.
Offside. Defense.
So it'll be a Harry's you pull it first down via penalty. Football action on WYLN is made possible by Service Electric Cablevision, your source for the best high-speed internet, TV, and phone. Visit SECV.com today to view all of the latest products, services, and specials from Service Electric Cablevision. 1st and 10 Buckhorns from their own 29. Hand off to Ingley, trying to bounce it outside, and Sparky Wolk came up to make the tackle for a loss.
Great open field tackle by Wolk on the corner.
The carry, Sparky Wolk on the tackle.
So we're going to look at a 2nd and about 11. There you see it. Wolk up the field very quickly and makes a nice play on defense.
And this is Ingley again. This time he's got running room. He's got a first down and more. Out across the 40 to the 43. Good for another Harry's you pull it. Buckhorn first down.
Pounded off that right side.
First down.
Good blocking up front. Bradley Frick. Tackle for a sophomore. Wallenpaupak does a good job of turning the defender outside and picks up the first down.
And a key situation, Carson Kinney on the trainer's table, not in the game, as he was a disruptor in that opening half from his defensive line position. Now it's Neglia. He goes up the middle. He goes for a gain of about 7 to the 49.
Neglia going left side, then is able to turn back inside right here. Get a kick out by the first back. Second back should lead through. But Aiden Maldecker got tied up. But Neglia still picks up good yardage.
Neglia into Cougar territory for the first down before Yonner brings him down from behind. But not before Neglia gets another. Harry's you pull it. First down.
Caleb Yonner did a nice job. Was up the field and came back to make the tackle. But right now, Wallenpaupak is doing exactly what they want. Moving the ball on the ground, using the clock. They're up 2.
Ball marked at the Cougar 43.
Cougar defense needs to come up with a big play, Marty.
This is Ingley. Ingley got stood up but stayed on his feet. Gets inside the 40 to about the 37, a gain of 6. Coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Motors player of the game.
37-yard line of the Cougars.
Impressed with the sophomore McCormick, 6'1", 166, quarterback for Wallenpaupak. Done a nice job directing the offense in the second half.
And Ingley straight up the middle, loose football!
I think it's a big break for Wallenpaupak.
Steffen fell on the loose football at the 35.
Looking at third down, here you're going to see it.
Yep, third down.
There you see the ball on the ground. Steffen alertly recovers the fumble. Third, about 2. Running out of that power eye look. They've been able to control the ground game.
This is Neglia. He's got the first down and more inside the 30 to the 27. Good for another Harry's. You pull it. Buckhorn, first down.
With that double look, that power eye type look, the first back can pick up a penetrating player on defense. If you hand the ball deep enough, the back makes a cut off of that. Another first down for the Buckhorns.
Neglia gets the carry. He's into the inside the 20, inside the 15. He's got another. Harry's, you pull it, first down.
Impressed with that offensive line also for Wallenpaupak right now. Doing an excellent job of keeping the clock moving as well as their offense moving.
Buckhorns in the Grand Central red zone. Neglia now 17 carries, 83 yards, and the Buckhorn touchdown. They lead 9-7.
I think we're going to look at 5 yards against Wallenpaupak for movement.
Offense. 5-yard penalty.
While they move the football, we'll remind you that high school football is brought to you by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop in and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. First down and 15 from the 18.
2 tight ends, power eye formation, bang it right at them, and that's what they're doing. This time the Cougars come up with a nice stop, force a...
And we have an injured Cougar on the field. It's an injury timeout. They trail 9-7.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick offers the perfect mix of fine and fashion jewelry. Expand your Alex and Ani jewelry collection at Nespoli Jewelers or design a one-of-a-kind engagement ring. Nespoli Jewelers, mixing fine and fashion. 108 East Front Street in Berwick.
Sal's Septic Service for cesspools and septic tank cleaning, and Marola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, Marola's can fix it. Call Sal's Septic and Marola's Garage at 570-956-4782.
Injured Cougar Mike Fuchik limping off under his own power. 6:18 left on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard in this fourth quarter. Second half dominated by Wallenpaupak. Hazleton area dominated the first half time of possession. Buckhorns returning the favor here in the second half, and they have a second down and 13.
I'll tell you what, there are two things. Number one, they changed up the snap count early. Number two, they've gone to the two tight end power I type formation in the backfield, and they're just saying, we're going to line it up and come right at you, and they've done that effectively here in the second half.
Naglia had 3 yards rushing in the first half, 83 here in the second. He's the tailback. He's going to get it again. And Naglia is inside the 10. Brought down at the 7. Third down and about 4 coming up for the Buckhorns.
After 3 yards at halftime, he may end up with close to 100, if not over, as he picks up good yardage there. Third down.
He's now at 94 yards on 19 carries and the lone Buckhorn touchdown. Big play in this game. Third down and 4 from the Cougar 7. And again, Naglia remains in as the tailback. He'll get it. This is his 20th carry. He got tripped up. Forward progress is very close to the spot, but he looks to be maybe a yard shy.
Otero was up the field late. Then Naglia got tied up, and we're looking at a fourth. I'll tell you what, big play. Fourth and very short. Now you're looking at 2 tight ends.
Time is stopped. Hazleton area timeout. They trail 9-7.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
After the Cougar timeout defensively, 4th and 1 from the Cougar 4. 4:43 left in the fourth. Wallenpaupak up 2. Buckhorns take a timeout. They lead by 2.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Chura's Auto Sales has a great line of cars and trucks. Every vehicle is serviced, reconditioned, and inspected. Chura's Auto Sales offers you experience, quality, and service. Stop in today, North Broad Street and Susquehanna, West Hazleton.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Save up to $4,000 on selected 2016 Buick Regals, or save up to $6,000 on selected 2016 Buick Encores from stock. Save up to $9,000 on selected 2016 GMC Yukon Denali's from stock.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
affordable dumpsters specializing in estate cleanups, general cleanups, hauling, foreclosure cleanups, waste removal, demolition, as well as fire, water, and mold damage. We supply containers of all sizes. Call 570-427-4976.
When you need used auto parts, call Bonner Enterprises. They also take your junk cars and trucks, offering competitive prices. They also deliver anti-skid, shale, and clay. Located at 410 Maplewood Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park, call them at 570-384-3291.
The Buckhorn timeout leaves both teams with 2 remaining. 4:43 left in the fourth. 4th and 1 from the Cougar 4. Nagley has been the workhorse in this second half as the tailback. He's going to get the handoff. He bulls his way. And looking at forward progress, he looks to have. Hey, Harry's, you pull it. Buckhorn first down, 1st and goal.
They went left side where they've run. Rode and Vassie have done a nice job on that side along with the center, Zane Blah. Power eye look, and they just powered it ahead. There you have it. Good hit at the line of scrimmage by the Cougars, but he didn't need all that much for the first down.
Ball appears to be marked at the 2.5, 1st and goal Buckhorns. As you mentioned, Joe, especially at the ending part of this drive, that power eye with Nagley at the tailback. He's going to get it again. Eludes a couple of tackles. Cougars bring him down shy of the goal line, but not till he got to the 1. And it's Alessi and Aiden Maldacker that have been the blockers in front of him in that power eye.
I'll tell you what, Marty, I'm impressed with Wallenpaupak here in the second half. They came out, they dealt with what they had to. They had a problem in the first half trying to get their offense on track. They dealt with that very well. Coach Wagner, excellent job.
2nd and goal, and it'll be McCormick himself. No signal yet. Touchdown, Wallenpaupak.
Ran the quarterback sneak. I thought they might try to do that on that short 4th down. McCormick takes it to the right side into the end zone. And Wallenpaupak goes up by 8.
Juliana Iona on for the point after. We have not seen Zach Maldacker. He must be injured, but a big point after. Iona's kick is up and it's good. She makes it a 2-possession game. Wallenpaupak up 9.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center in the quiet town of Weatherly, Pennsylvania. The rehab center offers the highest level of personalized care for your therapy experience. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secure dementia unit in our facility. Weatherwood also offers Medicare-certified home health care services within the community, including therapies, skilled nursing, and certified nursing assistance. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by for a tour. 570-427-8683.
Electric Frog Designs, 323 North Hunter Highway, Route 309 Drums, offering full-color banners and signs, vehicle lettering and graphics, campaign signs, promotional products, trophies, plaques, and medals. 788-2333.
Zaner's Automotive Incorporated has been providing complete towing and wreckage recovery service. They also offer emergency truck and trailer repairs and roadside assistance. Located at 213 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-454-0541.
We welcome you back to Harmon Geist Stadium. Wallenpaupak up 2 scores, 16-7.
Tell you what, Marty, I am extremely impressed. McCormick 1-yard quarterback sneak. I don't know what the kick. 15 plays, 83 yards, 8 minutes, 27 seconds. Wallenpaupak took off the clock.
Caleb Yonner on the bounce, and it was stripped away. It looks like James of Wallenpaupak got the loose football. That is the case. Buckhorn ball at the 38.
Special teams, Marty. It kept Wallenpaupak in the game in the first half. In the second half, and there you see Yonner turns it up the field.
Looked like getting a hand in there. John Hannon to strip it away. James, who had the big kickoff return after the Cougars went up 7-0, he made the recovery. But how big is it? 2 long drives for touchdowns, and then the special teams gets it right back to the offense on fumble recoveries.
And they have 3:13 left in the ball game. I mean, obviously, Hazleton area with 2 timeouts, they bang it off the right side.
Neglia down to the 25. Good for Harries. You pull it. Buckhorn first down. That puts Neglia way over 100 yards. 23 carries, 113 yards and a touchdown.
I tell you, Aiden Maldecker again, good block. They found the answer. Chess game. It's always a chess game. Wallenpaupak found the answer in that they were going to go 2 tight ends, power eye look. Hazleton area defensively, tough time.
We'll head down to the sidelines to Eric DeBaradinas.
Marty, Coach Mike Brennan won't make any excuses, but the injury bug has bitten Hazleton at the worst time tonight. Hunter Van Blargen started the game for the Cougars, but hasn't played since the first half, is just standing with his helmet in his arm on the sidelines. Carson Kinney, who you mentioned, was on the trainer's table, stepped away for a few minutes, but then walked right back to it, icing his left knee. In addition, Matt Sutton, who was already out, very vocal on the sidelines, but not able to have him on the field, in addition to the Fuchik brothers. So a rough time for these injuries for Hazleton. Hopefully they're good for next week, but it hasn't helped things tonight. Back up to you.
And a loss on the carry. We have a timeout on the field by the Cougars. They trail by 9.
Timeout. Hazleton. Second timeout of the half.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
If you're looking for a good pre-owned vehicle, check out BLB for tax time special. Get the best return on your tax check at BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive, located on Route 940 in Harley. Call 570-454-7571.
After the Cougar timeout, second down and 11. Cougars with 1 timeout remaining, trailing by 2 scores, 16-7. In a second half dominated by the Buckhorn offense. And go back to your point right at the start. Quarterback Tom McCormick settled things down with his snap count. Seemed to ease up on the blitzing, especially from Adrian Otero.
Well, they're pretty big, Wallenpaupak up front. With the pure rushing game, we've seen them do an excellent job moving the football. And here they move it up on second down, then move it third down, I think.
We have an injured Cougar. They trail by 9. And now we'll keep it here during the injury timeout. 2:01 left in the fourth. Cougars down 9, 16-7. Want to remind you, week number 6 of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week here on WILN. Next Friday night, we'll be right back here at Harmon Guy Stadium as the Cougars will play host to former Penn State tight end Keith Olsemer and his Delaware Valley Warriors. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7. Delaware Valley, Hazleton area, week number 6 of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week here on WILN.
Marty, right now, as we have an injury timeout, Hazleton area looking to cause a turnover. Down by 9, as you mentioned. Tale of 2 halves here, Marty. Hazleton area in the first half, but Wallenpaupak just close enough to hang around. And the second half, they completely dominated the ball game.
And we had talked about it for as much as Hazleton area dominated that first quarter plus. They were only up 7-0, and then the special teams bit them with that big kickoff return. Wallenpaupak got on the board with the field goal, and ever since then their special teams have been big for them, and they came out in this second half and controlled the football.
And they've done an excellent job. I have to compliment, I've mentioned earlier, Coach Wagner. I think he felt they could control the line of scrimmage with that offensive set of two tight ends, that power eye look in the backfield. McCormick changing up the cadence, and they were very successful with it here in the second half. Clock starts on the injury timeout.
Sorry, Joe. Dakota Egner was the injured Cougar. Looked like he was holding his left arm as he went to the sideline.
Hazleton with one timeout left as the clock runs to 1:40.
And it's going to be Negley again, and ball's loose! Hazleton area football looked like Joe LaRock knocked it away.
I hope we get another look at that. I'll tell you, that was a very good defensive play. Talked about needing to force a turnover. They tried to run right side, and we are going to get a look at it. There's LaRock. Steps up.
And you know what may have contributed to it? Looked like McCormick may have not gotten it cleanly to Neglia either.
I'll tell you what, excellent play defensively. Now we're looking at one timeout, 1:35. The real down part is your 2 scores down, Marty.
Joey Hatton made the recovery. Cougars still have life with a 1st and 10 from their own 22. Down 16-7. Wolk slings it out to Horton. Horton is going to be brought down after he broke a tackle at about the 32-yard line. Clock will stop to move the chains as they'll say that Horton picked up a Harry's You Pull It first down. It'll stop to move the chains, but the Cougars will have to be in hurry up.
I'll tell you what, though, Stephan did a good job of hanging on.
Wolk going deep for Smith and overthrows everybody, incomplete. On the coverage was Chad Vasey.
It'll be second down. You know the Wallenpaupak secondary is going to be playing deep. So what you hope for here is try to get the ball in the intermediate range. I've said that a lot over the years. Intermediate, 10 to 20 yards, and let the receiver, whoever it might be, try to get it up the field. Trying to throw over the secondary is going to lead to either a ball knocked down or an interception.
Wolk going across the middle in triple coverage, knocked down by Vasey. He was looking for Adrian Otero.
I'll tell you what, Chad Vasey, that's a great play. Came all the way from beyond the other hash to the center of the field to knock it away. Very athletic play, 6'2", 173-pound senior. Here you see it right there.
Buckhorns come with a blitz. Otero the reception. He'll step out of bounds at about the 42, about a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and short, but he stops the clock with just under a minute left, 59.3.
I think I'm sorry, Marty. These chains on the other side, and I'm looking to see if they're going to call a first down, and they have.
And that would be a Harry's You Pull It first down.
Yeah, Otero looked like I wanted to get out of bounds. He wasn't quite sure where he was. Sorry for the interruption, buddy.
Now, they're winding that clock. Patrick Wills wound the clock. He stepped out of bounds. They're going to have to reset this clock. Otero did not go out of bounds on his own. Referee Patrick Wills wound the clock.
They're going to make the correction right now.
And it should be exactly 10 seconds, 59.3. He said 56. It was 59.3. when Otero went out of bounds. So Hazleton area loses 3 seconds. You never know. They could be precious seconds in this ball game. High snap. Wolk being pressured. He's going to tuck it and run. But this could be costly as he'll get near midfield, but the clock will continue to run. They're going to have to either spike the ball or hustle to the line.
A lot of time here, Marty.
Wolk throws, complete to LaRock. Forward progress should be enough for the first down. Harry's, you pull it first down. Stop the clock to move the chains. Ball marked at the Buckhorn 46.
Good throw by Wolk. Nice catch. They will move the chains with 25.4 seconds.
Wolk will spike it. 19.1 seconds remain. Really, the downs, they do matter, but it's 2nd and 10. But what matters, the 19.1 seconds left in the ball game.
One of the things you look at, as Hazleton area is still looking for their first win, but they have here, there's a sense of let's get the touchdown. So it's not a team that is without enthusiasm.
Wolk down the middle of the field, and Otero almost came up with the leaping grab. Vasey was also there on looking for a possible tip. 13.9 seconds remain.
Third down, Marty. Trips right.
Wolk hit by, I believe, his own man.
Yeah, I think he stepped, and the person that was pass protecting stepped back as we look at a fourth down.
And that was why that pass was so short.
Here you're going to see it as the fullback, instead of being aggressive to the line of scrimmage, which is where he needs to be, was a little too deep, and he collided with Wolk. Fourth down, 9.6 seconds.
Wolk out of the gun, being pressured. And he'll be sacked. Back at the 48 of Hazleton area. I believe Tom Hiller brought him down for the sack. 2.2 seconds left. The Buckhorns will get it back. They'll have to run one more play. Teams are coming out to shake hands, but one more play will have to be run. 2.2 seconds remain.
Wallenpaupak, excellent job in the second half. They made the corrections that needed to be made at halftime.
Our Fairway Motors player of the game, Tyler Neglia. What a big second half he had. He had 3 yards in the opening half, 113 in the second half, finished 26 carries, 116 yards, and the first Buckhorn touchdown of the night. Congratulations, Tyler Neglia, our Fairway Motors player of the game. As Neglia was part of the second half where the Buckhorn offense took control of this game, scored 13 unanswered, and they improved to 2-3 with a 16-7 victory over the Hazleton area Cougars.
You know, as I said before, Marty, tale of two halves, but the first half, while it belonged to Hazleton, Wallenpaupak found a way to hang around. Final score 16-7 Wallenpaupak.
Did a great job to only give up 7 points in that first half. And as we mentioned, Hazleton area could have had control, but that big special teams play by James got them into Cougar territory. They settled for the field goal, seemed to settle things down, came out of the second half locker room down 4, and that line and McCormick with the cadence took control of that second half.
It really did, and you have to credit Wallenpaupak's coaching staff. I have to be honest with you. I know Hazleton's still searching for that win. Coach Brennan working very hard to try to right the program, right the ship, and I'm sure he will. But disheartening, I'm sure, for them as they go down to a 16-7 defeat.
The 2 scoring drives in that second half, Joe. 13 plays, 71 yards, 6:11 off the clock. 15 plays, 83 yards, 8:27 off the clock. 14 minutes and 38 seconds, 28 plays for the Buckhorn offense. And after both touchdown drives, the special teams gave it right back to the offense on fumble recoveries.
Came up with big plays, and we talk about special teams all the time, obviously played a big part here tonight.
And it'll be interesting to see as Wallenpaupak continues their season. One of their key assets that we didn't see in the second half was Zach Maldacker, as Juliana Iona came on, went for the point afters, and Tim Holzapfel was kicking it away. But Maldacker was quite a weapon for that Wallenpaupak kicking game. And as we said, it'll be interesting to see how severe the situation with him is, if he'll be able to return in this Buckhorn regular season.
He exhibited a lot of strength in his leg on that field goal.
And it was the strong running game of Wallenpaupak, especially our Fairway Motors player of the game, Tyler Neglia, who finished with 26 carries, 116 yards, one of the touchdowns. And let's head down to the field. Eric DeBaradinis with winning Wallenpaupak head coach Mark Wagner.
Coach, I just heard you say in the post-game huddle, a signature win for this program. A lot of people doubted you. What does it mean to the program?
You know what, we're very young. Just like Hazleton's very young too, but all year, the beginning of the year, the first 2 games, we just got it handed to us and we just weren't playing physical football and just didn't quite know what we were doing. The sophomore stepped up tonight. Our linebacker, field goal kicker got hurt. We had another sophomore come in and play for him, so very proud of what our kids did. We challenged them at halftime and they came out and got the job done.
Coaches preach all 3 phases of the game. How crucial were those special teams tonight?
I'll tell you what, we had a young lady. We had a girl kick that extra point. That extra point was huge. Now they had to score by 2. Like I said, our extra point guy, our field goal kicker got hurt. She came in and calmly hit that thing, so that was huge. And then also that kid, that sophomore, came in and kicked off for us, did a great job for us too. So special teams wins football games, and tonight we got it done.
And then how about those halftime adjustments? You don't allow a Hazleton point after halftime. What did you do in the second half that changed things around for you guys?
Well, listen, we challenged the kids. I thought that we just we gave them everything. We were getting penalties. We let them. We hit a big wheel on them. We were just giving them the football game. And I told the guys, I said, guys, if we come out and play football, we're going to be all right in the second half. Just play physical, hard Buckhorn football, and they got it done. So I'm very proud of our football team.
They got it done. Congrats on the signature win, guys. Back up to you.
Thank you, Eric. And Joe, I think the thing I take away from this game, it really was special teams tonight really excelled for Wallenpaupak.
Yeah, I think special teams, offensive line did a nice job with the rushing game. Wallenpaupak second half. Everybody talks about those things, and it's almost like, yeah, that counts, and it does count. Offensive line opened some big holes for Neglia, picked up good yardage. Special teams come up with a big play. Wallenpaupak with a win puts them at 2-3. The Cougars still looking for that elusive first win.
How about this stat, Joe? Wallenpaupak, 195 yards of total offense, 154 of those on their 2 touchdown drives in the second half.
Like I said, they dominated, and Coach Wagner mentioned it. They dominated in the second half.
We're going to say goodnight. For our director, Barry J.S., for Stats by Jim Burns, for Eric DeBaradinis, Joe DeMelfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Join us next Friday night from right back here at Harmon Guy Stadium week number 6 of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. It'll be Delaware Valley at Hazleton area. We'll be on the air live next Friday night at 7. Tonight's final, Wallenpaupak 16, Hazleton area 7. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Hazleton.